What's going on YouTube? I'm back with a video. So this video I want to talk about Vidlii again, another social media platform, another video sharing website that is new. It's from the same people who made Vidbit. As some of you guys know, Vidbit shut down last October, and it didn't last very long. Because of the Zcash trolls that came on the site, and of course, site just shut down. And then we have Future. That didn't last very long. So now we have Vidlii, which is another it's another alternative to YouTube. But what makes Vidlii a little different than like Dailymotion or Vimeo and even VidMe is that Vidlii is old school YouTube. It's straight up like oh 05, oh 06, it's straight up like oh 06, oh 07, oh 08 YouTube. You know, like it has the same functionality. It has the same, upload limit 11 to like 10, 11 minutes. It had the same, like customize your channel page. Like this is what YouTube was when I first found out about the site way back, in the day 10 years ago. So that's why I've been on that site. I've been uploading some of my spoken word content there. Like some of the poems I did here on YouTube, I upload to there. And I'm getting a lot of feedback. I'm getting like, I got 6 subscribers already. I got 150 views, almost 150 views. My channel's blowing up pretty quickly up there, and the highest, subscriber base on Vidlii is about 140, and the highest views is about like seven. Like I think it's about a couple thousand. I gotta look it up. Let me see. Oh, I'm on the site right now. Let me see what's the highest. Oh yeah, the most viewed channel has 8,000 views. So, Vidlii is a pretty small site right now. But again, it's only been around for a couple months. The site launched back in June of 2017. So yeah, it's only been around a couple months versus YouTube, which has been around over 12 years. So it's not going, so it still has a long ways to go before it becomes something that before it gains a huge following, on the internet. But Vidlii does have potential. As it's everything you loved about YouTube in its early days when it was just simple, upload your videos, and that's it. It was very small, very tight knit. It was very easy to get views. Like those were days that people miss about YouTube. It was simple, fun, straight to the point, no bells and whistles, no Google, you know, ruining that site. Like that's what people miss about YouTube. And, it was easier to get views at the time. Sure, it was hard to get. So again, a thousand, a million views was a lot harder on YouTube because of the fact that it was so brand new. But still, it was easy to grow. It was you grow a lot quicker those days because of the fact that it was new and it was active, and that's what Vidlii is. Vidlii is old school YouTube straight up. So, and how I found about Vidlii was a forum site, in the 2000s. I think I mentioned this in my, my thoughts on Vidlii video, but just to reiterate that point, so in the 2000s, a very big forum site. It's been around since '99, so it's a very old site. But it's a very niche site, so it's not, it doesn't have an app, so it's very like, so it still has that, old school internet feel where you just have to look up stuff and you have to really like, you have to go out your way to look up stuff. Whereas, nowadays, you have your all-in-one mediums. You have your Facebook for like connecting with your friends and family. Everything's at one place. Everything's at all in one thing. Whereas before the internet was just like, you had to go out your way and look up stuff. So Vidlii. So like for me, finding out about Vidlii, was very, it just brought me back to those days. Like, the fact that I found out through a forum site, just shows, how big word of mouth is. That word of mouth is still king. When it comes to getting yourself out there, because just because the internet is like mature now, the internet is now starting to replace TV. it's still word of mouth still, wanna still effective and it still works because, word of mouth is how, it's how, this lady got big on Facebook, or Roberta Blake did a video on this lady who got viral by doing a Facebook video and all they did was just share the videos to different users and that's it. So, um, like, so word of mouth, I think that's what's gonna help this site help Vidlii grow. It's definitely it has potential. So if you miss old school YouTube, if you miss the days when YouTube would just, you upload your video and that's it. You didn't have to, you didn't. I mean, you upload your video. It wasn't, you didn't have to worry about getting famous. It was just about having fun, and people didn't take it as their careers. Like if you want miss those days of YouTube, then Vidlii is like the best platform to go on. I mean, sure, it is not sure. You don't have that many video content creators on there now. Sure, you don't have like your PewDiePies or your nostalgia critics or not nobody like that on there, but these you see, but you still have some fun content on YouTube. Like I just watched a video on Vidlii, Dragon Ball Z 8-bit, song 8-bit theme to Rock the Dragon. So you have some like quirky videos on there. So like Vidlii is cool. I mean, the only problem with Vidlii is that if you can't really like the videos are pretty low quality. It's not. I think the highest you could go is like 720p or even with that. So again it's like very old school YouTube s where it's like everything's like 40p and below, but that's what makes it fun because it's old school. It makes it fun and it brings you back to the mid 2000s when the internet was still was just starting to mature and still just trying to become you know become more accessible to the average to the everyday person. What like it is now because now you have Facebook again, which who would have thought that Facebook would be the platform that attract your grandma to the internet. Like who would have thought that? So like Vidlii is like that site where it's accessible, it's fun. You create your own, use on your own web page. You could you could create your own bio on there. I'll have my age and my like bio if you go into my Vidlii page, which is Poetic Kid 96. So if you want to if you want to see my content on Vidlii, there. I mean again, there's some videos again I make so over there. So like you go check me out. The reason why I use my personal name because they have to use numbers and stuff like that. And the fact that the reason why I came to YouTube in the first place was because I want to promote my spoken word content on there, and I figured YouTube, was the best place for that. So like that's what I was doing, but I have such a hard time. I mean, I have 15 subscribers now, and I think my 15 subscriber who follow me, but like just look how long it's taking me to get that far. I mean, like with Vidlii, I grow much quicker. I mean, but I grow quicker and I have more feedback in my videos. But I'll still use YouTube, so I'm not quitting YouTube. I mean, because again, because the problem with these alternative sites is that it's not as big as you. They're not relevant, and the fact that you have to they're not relevant enough, and the fact that they don't last long. They don't have the longevity of YouTube. Like that's one of the one of the kind of the best and worst things YouTube has done was get purchased by Google because Google is a big giant in the search engine field. With Google really helped YouTube get to where it is now, to where it's now, you know, it's just as big as Facebook and all the stuff like that. But so yeah, you guys can follow me on Vidlii at PorterKid96, and I'm gonna create a hashtag called #Vidlii. So I'm gonna share this. So share if you like my content on Vidlii, because there's some videos I did on Vidlii that I didn't put on YouTube. So if you like my content on Vidlii, share it. #Vidlii. I want to make the site stay around a long time, like at least another 2, 3 years, and you know, spread the word out. So if you want for an alternative to YouTube, check out Vidlii. So